The 1979 World Series in County Stadium in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where the Pittsburgh Pirates have a one-game lead on a 4-2 win last night, trying to take a couple of wins back to Pittsburgh for Game 3. Milwaukee trying to make just the opposite happen, and they start pitching staff ace Jim Slayton on the mound against the Pirates for Game 2, and leading off is going to be center fielder Omar Moreno. Moreno, 6'8", pops up behind second. Paul Molitor drifts back. He has no problem handling that one for out number 1. And Bill Madlock, third baseman, Mad Dog, comes to the plate facing Slayton. 2-9, and he gets a double. So Madlock stands on second base with one away. Dave Parker with a .310 average during the season, 25 homers. He's swinging for it. 6-6, fly ball to center field, and Gorman Thomas gets underneath it. He makes the play no problem. Runners hold. Madlock does not get to advance, so that is 2 away. And that will bring up Willie Stargell facing Jim Slayton. 6-9, lines hard to Robin Yount. He gets his glove on it, and that is out number 3. So we go after the top of the first. Nothing scored for the Pirates. We have a defensive change in this game for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Steve Nicosia starting at catcher, giving Ed Ott a night off. Of course, Ott's on call if he's needed to come in. Paul Molitor leading off against John Candelaria, starting pitcher for the Pirates. Candyman with a 5-7 off his own card. Hard ground ball to Garner. X result. Fielding at a 2. Rolls a 9. Garner scoops it up. Gets it over to Stargell. No problem. That is 1 away. So Sixto Lezcano, right fielder, comes up. Trying to get something going early for Milwaukee. Candelaria trying to keep him clamped down. And that is a 3-4, and Sixto Lezcano goes down swinging, strike 3. Brings up Cecil Cooper with 2 away, facing Candelaria. 6-6, and he catches the single split on top. Cooper is on first. So with 2 outs, Cecil Cooper standing on first base. Ben Ogilvy comes up, left fielder. Candelaria's pitch, 2-8, and Ben Ogilvy connects on this one, a long fly ball. Bill Robinson is back towards the warning track, and it is out of here. Home run, Ben Ogilvy. Cecil Cooper scores. Ben Ogilvy scores. 2-run home run, bottom of the first, and the Brewers, they're not letting this one get away that easily, Pirates fans. We're in for a series. We really are. Thomas, 2 down. Bottom of the first. Candelaria, 6-9. Pops it up behind short. Tim Foley drifts back. He makes the catch, no problem. Out number 3. But after 1, the Brew Crew is up by 2. Pirates have been served. They know it's a game. Bill Robinson comes up. That's left fielder facing Slayton. Slayton's been really good all this postseason. 5-4. X result to Gorman Thomas, fielding at a 1, looking for a 5. Fly ball to center field. Gorman Thomas is back. Not quite to the warning track, but pretty deep, but he does make the catch. It's out number 1. Designated hitter John Milner facing Jim Slayton. 1-11, pops it up. Nice shallow play for Paul Molitor. He drifts back underneath it, no problem. So that's 2 away. And we come to second baseman, Scrap Iron, Phil Garner, facing Jim Slayton on the mound. Knocking stuff all over the place. 5-7, and Garner goes down swinging, strike 3. So the Bucos are retired in order in the top of the second. Bring up Gorman Thomas, center fielder for the Brewers. Nope, he was the last batter. I keep forgetting sometimes to flip that last card underneath. Charlie Moore, the base-stealing catcher, facing John Candelaria. That is 5-8. And Charlie Moore lifts this one up. It's the long fly ball to right field. Dave Parker Close to the foul line, just creeps in and over the wall. Home run for Charlie Moore. Solo shot to lead off the second inning. Brewers take a 3-run lead. And the home crowd is going crazy. Robin Yount. 110, pop up behind third base. Mil Madlock makes the play easily. Quiets the crowd a wee little bit. But the fans are seeing what they came to see tonight. Sal Bando, one away. 4-9, fly ball to center field. Omar Moreno drifts back. He reaches his glove up, makes the play cleanly. So that's 2 away. Bottom of the second brings up Donnie Money. Show me the money. Designated hitter. Candelaria's pitch, 4-10, fly ball center field X. Moreno fields at a 1, looking for a 2. Fly ball to center field. Omar Moreno drifts back close to the warning track, but he makes the play there as well for the final out of the inning. One more run plated by the Brewers. They are up 3-0. So Steve Nicosia is going to lead off against Jim Slayton, number 8 in the order. And that is a 3-10, and he goes down swinging. Slayton catches him. That is out number 1. Tim Foley, shortstop, comes to the plate. Jim Slayton with the windup. And the pitch, 6-7. Ground ball to second, X result. Molitor is fielding at a 2 with a 12. Molitor scoops it up. He gets it over to Cecil Cooper and beats Foley to the plate. Foley to first base. So that is 2 away. And we go to the top of the order. Omar Moreno, 2 down, top of the third, facing Jim Slayton. And that is a 3-5, and Omar Moreno ekes out a single. So 2 outs, top of the third. Pirates have a little something going. Bill Madlock comes to the plate, facing Slayton. 4-7, and Madlock strikes a single. No stars. Moreno gets the second. 117, Moreno gets to third. So men at the corners with 2 outs. Dave Parker facing Jim Slayton. Pirates a chance to get back into it. That is a 6-6, and Slayton says no. Fly ball to center field. Gorman Thomas gets underneath it and makes the play easily. Out number 3, nothing going for Pittsburgh. Will bring us to the bottom of the third inning, and Paul Molitor leading off against John Candelaria. 3-2, fly ball to right field. Dave Parker coming in. It's a shallow little hit. Molitor tries to loop it in, but Parker's got great range. He gets underneath it for out number 1. Sixto Lezcano, right fielder. 6-7, ground to short, X result. Foley fields at a 3, got a 7. Hard shot to Foley. He scoops it up, gets it over to Stargell for out number 2. So with 2 outs, bottom of the third, 3-run lead for the Brewers. Cecil Cooper comes up. Candelaria, the wind up in the pitch. 4-8, fly ball to right field. Dave Parker tracks underneath it, and he makes the catch cleanly. So the 3-run lead, the Brew Crew goes out into the field for the top of the 4th. Billy Stargell is going to lead off the action, the first bagger, facing Jim Slayton of the Brewers. 1-6, and Stargell goes down swinging. Out number 1, that is Slayton's 3rd strikeout of the outing. Bill Robinson comes up to the plate. Jim Slayton's pitch, 5-10, and Robinson gets the free pass. Ball 4, take your base. Robinson stands on first, 1 away. John Milner comes up. He's going to swing away. 4-4, and it's a single. No stars. Robinson is a 113. He's going to stay at second. He does not get waved along. No come here, no come here. So men at first and second. 1 out. Phil Garner comes to the plate. Pitch from Slayton, 6 4-8 pops up behind second base. Paul Molitor makes the play easily. That is 2 away. The Pirates letting an opportunity slip by. Steve Nicosia, backup catcher. That is a 5-11 ground to the first baseman. Cooper fields at a 1 with a 13. Hard shot to Cecil Cooper. He grabs it and trots over to first. Forces Nicosia. Ends the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. Brewers are going to try to make something happen here. John Candelaria on the mound. Wouldn't say he's been struggling, but he really hasn't had command as he has in the past. Ben Oglevie homered his last time up. 6-9 off Candelaria's card. Pops it up behind short. Tim Foley drifts back. Makes the play. Out number 1. Gorman Thomas, center fielder, comes up. Facing John Candelaria. And Thomas pops one up behind third base. Bill Madlock close to the foul line. He makes the play. That is 2 down. Charlie Moore homered his last time up. 4-5. Fly ball to center field. Omar Moreno coming in on the dying quail, and he dives, makes the catch. Great play by Omar Moreno for the 3rd out, and the Brewers go down 1-2-3. Your score after 4 innings: Milwaukee Brewers 3, Pittsburgh Pirates 0. Brings us to the top of the 5th. In the bottom of the order for the Pirates, Tim Foley. He grounded to second his first time up. Jim Slayton on the mound. Going strong, 3-11. Hits a hard one at Molitor. Molitor fields it cleanly over to Cecil Cooper, and that is 1 away, top of the 5th. Brings up Omar Moreno. Omar Moreno with a 5-8. Fly ball to left field. Ben Oglevie. It's almost hit right to him. Oglevie makes the clean catch, and that is 2 away in the top of the 5th. I'll bring up third bagger Bill Madlock. Mad Dog facing Jim Slayton on the mound for the Brewers. Here's the pitch. 4-12, and Madlock goes down swinging. That is out number 3. Top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and the Brewers looking to improve upon their 3-run lead. So Robin Yount is going to lead off, facing John Candelaria. Candelaria working his way through the order for the 2nd time. Bottom 3 up this inning. Robin Yount, 3-8, pops it up behind third. Bill Madlock drifts back, and he makes the play. Route number 1. Handles the pop-up flawlessly. Sal Bando, third baseman, comes to the plate. Who makes the pitch that's the best in the land? The Candyman can. 4-12. Hard ground ball to Foley. It's an X, so Foley fields at a 3, has an 18, and roll again because you can't have an 18. 20. Roll again. 3. Hard shot to Foley, and it gets through. So Sal Bando on first with a single. Foley just could not quite cover the shot. So with 1 away, bottom of the 5th, up 3, man on first, Donnie Money comes up against Candelaria. 4-8, fly ball to right field. Dave Parker is underneath it, and he makes the play. It's shallow enough that Bando cannot get to second. So that is out number 2. Bando standing on first base, and we come back to the top of the order. Paul Molitor, second baseman. John Candelaria on the mound. 3-7, and Molitor slaps a single. That'll get Bando to second, but no further. He holds at second base. So that will bring Sixto Lezcano to the plate. 2 out, 2 men on, bottom of the 5th. Candelaria's pitch, 5-5. Hard ground ball to Phil Garner. Garner snags it, gets it picked up over to Willie Stargell. Out number 3. Nothing going for the Brewers, and at the end of 5, your score: Milwaukee 3, Pittsburgh 0. So Dave Parker is going to lead off top of the 6th. The right fielder, Cobra, facing Jim Slayton. And that is a 3-4. And Dave Parker takes Slayton's pitch. It's a long fly ball to right center. Thomas and Lezcano converge, but they watch it go over the wall. Home run, Dave Parker. Yeah, touch them all, baby, because you done did it. Pirates get a run on the board. Top of the 6th. Score is 3-1 Milwaukee. Jim Slayton couldn't do anything but watch that ball go goodbye. Willie Stargell comes up. Slayton seems to have shrugged it off. 4-9. Stargell smacks a hard rip at Paul Molitor. Scoops it up, gets it over to Cecil Cooper for out number 1. Brings up Bill Robinson, left fielder for the Pittsburgh Pirates, facing Jim Slayton. 1-11, and he pops it up behind third base. Sal Bando gets back there, makes the play on the pop-up easily. Routine play. 2 away. John Milner, designated hitter. Jim Slayton's pitch, 4-6, ground ball to short, X result. The outfield's at a 2 with an 11. Robin Yount takes this ball, scoops it up, gets it over to Cecil Cooper. No problem. Routine ground ball, out number 3. But the Pirates do put one on the board. 2 down, going to the bottom of the 6th. And with the Brewers coming to the plate, that brings us to Cecil Cooper, 3rd in the order, leading off bottom of the 6th. John Candelaria trying to keep Milwaukee from scoring anything else. Ground to short, X result. Foley fields at a 3. That is cocked. I'm rolling it again. 10. And Foley scoops it up, and he gets it over to first. It's Stargell, no problem. That's 1 away. And just so you know, if it was the 6, it would have been an out as well. But it was cocked, so no, rolled it again. So Ben Ogilvy, 1 away. Left fielder facing John Candelaria. That will be a 5-6, and Ogilvy goes down swinging. Strike 3 called. Swinging at the knee cheese. Gorman Thomas, 2 down, facing John Candelaria. 5-9, and Thomas smacks this one to the corner in right field. Parker gets on it. Rifle shot, but not after Thomas rounds second, gets into third with a 3-bagger. So with 2 outs, Gorman Thomas 90 feet away. Charlie Moore, the base-stealing home run hitting catcher, facing John Candelaria. 6-11, fly ball to right field. X result, Parker is a 1. Rolled a 15, in case you couldn't see it. Dave Parker takes this, tracks it down. He makes the catch. And the Brewers can't do anything with Gorman Thomas standing on third base. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Pirates down by 2. Bill Garner will lead off top of the 7th. Your score: Milwaukee Brewers 3, Pittsburgh Pirates 1. Jim Slayton still on the mound for Milwaukee, going strong. 4-11, ground ball to shortstop. It's an X result. The outfield's at a 2. Rolled an 8. The out, he fields it cleanly, gets it over to Cecil Cooper. Beats Garner to first base, out number 1. Catcher Steve Nicosia comes up to plate. Facing Jim Slayton. 6-10 off Slayton's card. It's a fly ball to center field. Gorman Thomas drifting towards right. Lezcano coming in. Thomas calls him off, and Gorman Thomas makes the catch. Out number 2, top of the 7th. We come to the bottom of the order. Tim Foley facing Jim Slayton. 1-5, hits a hard ground ball to Sal Bando. He scoops it up, gets it over to Cecil Cooper, and that is out number 3. No runs for the Pirates, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. At the old ball game, Robin Yount leading off, bottom of the 7th against John Candelaria. Both pitchers going deep into this game. 5-9, and Candelaria gives up the bottom edge of a triple split to Robin Yount. Yount is around on third base. No outs. Sal Bando comes up to the plate. Candelaria is going to stay in at this point. Sal Bando, 3-3, draws a walk. Which will bring us to Donnie Money, facing John Candelaria. 1-4, draws a walk to load the bases, and to be quite honest, probably the best thing that could have happened after that triple. Might end up giving up a run, but you just might get out of this one. Or you might catch Paul Molitor swinging. So let's go, John Candelaria and Paul Molitor. Facing off. Bottom of the 7th. That's a cocked one. Not even going to look to see what it was. Let's roll again. 6-6. And line out to third. Bill Madlock snags that one for out number 1. Bases still loaded. No one goes anywhere. Brings up Sixto Lezcano. And John Candelaria is going to stay in and see this inning through. 4-2, ground ball back to the box. Ground ball back to the box. Ground ball B. If one or more runners are forced, runner on first is safe. Batter is safe. Runner on first is out. Batter is safe. So that means Don Money is getting thrown out. Going to second. Lezcano on a fielder choice with an RBI. Moves Bando to third. Robin Yount scores. Bando's third. Money is out. Lezcano's on first. And we're going to see a pitching change. We're going to bring in Jim Bibby. Let's review the situation here. We have 1 out. We have 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. Bando is on third. Lezcano is on first. Cecil Cooper at the plate. Jim Bibby takes some warm-up pitches. Gets the ball back from Nicosia. Cooper steps in. Steve Nicosia sends out a signal. Bibby shakes it off. He likes the second one. Here's the windup in the pitch. 6-6, and the single star single. Cecil Cooper knocks in another one. Lezcano to second. Bando scores. -1. Ben Ogilvy comes up to the plate. Bottom of the 7th. Brewers have brought 2 across. Jim Bibby. 1-9 to Ogilvy. Hard ground ball to Phil Garner at second. He gets the ball over to Willie Stargell to end the inning, but damage has been done. Good and done. Go to the top of the 8th, and the Brewers are up 5-1. Us to the top of the Pirates order facing Jim Slayton. He's still in the game. He's only gone through the circuit 3 times. Marino, leadoff batter. This is his 4th at bat. Pitch from Slayton, 2-6, and catches Marino swinging for out number 1. That is his 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th K on the evening. Bill Madlock steps into the batter's box, takes the pitch from Slayton. 6-7, ground to second. Molitor fields at a 2. It's an X result with a 3. Molitor takes the ball, gets it over to Cecil Cooper for out number 2. And Dave Parker comes to the plate. Solo shot his last time up. The only run for the Pirates thus far. Here comes the pitch from Slayton. 4-11, shortstop X result. Yount is a 2. Looking for a 14. Robin Yount takes a hard shot from Parker. Scoops it up, gets it over to Cooper for out number 3. And the Pirates go down in order in the top of the 8th. Norman Thomas leading off the bottom of the 8th, facing Jim Bibby, relief pitcher. 6-7, and Bibby issues Thomas a walk. So Gorman Thomas is on first base. Here comes Charlie Moore. You never know when he's going to give you more. Thomas on first. Bibby's pitch, 3-8, and Moore goes down swinging for out number 1. Brings up Robin Yount. One away. Man on first. 4-6. Ground to short X. Foley fields at a 3 with a 7. Tim Foley takes the ball and he fires it over to Willie Stargell for out number 2. We're going to redo that. Foley gets the ball. He flips it over to Garner at second to force Thomas over to Stargell for the second out. Double play ends the inning. 6-4-3. Double play. Had to rewind that one. Sorry about that, folks. So the Brewers, nothing going, bottom of the 8th. As we go to the top of the 9th, Willie Stargell leads off. Pirates are down by 4. Brewers looking to tie the series up before going on the road in Pittsburgh. Stargell, 1-7, goes down swinging. First out. 6th strikeout on the evening for Slayton. There's nothing keeping him from going the distance at this point. Bill Robinson. One away, 4-9, hard ground ball to Paul Molitor. He relays it over to Cecil Cooper for out number 2. Routine ground ball for Paul Molitor. Routine throw and subsequent catch by Cooper. John Milner, designated hitter, comes in to face Jim Slayton. 2 outs, top of the 9th, down by 4. Slayton's pitch, 3-5, and Milner lets it go on the inside corner. Draws a walk. Takes the 3-2. Full count. Lets it go by. He's on base. Phil Garner comes up. Facing Jim Slayton. 1-9. And there is a double by Garner. Knocks Milner around to third to 114. He's going to try and score. And he is thrown out at the plate by Ben Ogilvie. 7-2, thrown out. X. Pirates had to try, but they could not do it. So there we go. Game 2 of the 1979 World Series. Your final score, the Milwaukee Brewers 5, the Pittsburgh Pirates 1. And we're going to call this game. We'll be seeing you for Game 3 in Three Rivers Stadium in downtown Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on the banks of the Ohio River. And until that evening, 2 nights from now, I would like to bid you farewell. This is Chris, Strat-O-Matic, Delaware. World Series tied at 1. Brewers win 5-1. Game 2. Keep on rolling, guys. Have a good night.